The input-output model of the firm, expanded.
A simple model of the single firm would require an estimation of its outputs so that the firm can establish the capacities necessary and the inputs required to produce and provide the contemplated outputs. The firm must also add some value in the conversion or transformation process to justify the price paid by its customers, which includes their profit. Figure 9.1 portrays this input-output process. The fundamental element of a supply chain, then, is the single firm, which both buys from a supplier and sells to a customer. The focal firm's buying activity establishes a linkage to the supplier's selling activity, and the focal firm's selling activity links to the customer's buying activity. Thus, the linkages formed by a single firm in a supply chain include at Figure 9.1. Basic model of the firm. Leased to other firms. To achieve the proper balance in both supply and demand, or inputs and outputs, each firm in the supply chain must, at a minimum, coordinate the activities of its internal functions and those of the triad it has established. An SCO requires a new unit of analysis, multiple firms in the supply chain, to effectively implement SCM, as is illustrated in Figure 9.2. Each firm must manage the supply side of its operations, including forecasting, aggregate demand planning, master scheduling, material requirements planning, the bill of materials, production planning. Figure 9.2. Basic model of supply chain. Purchasing, supplier relationship management, production scheduling, production, and distribution. Each firm must also manage the demand side of its operations, including marketing, development of new products and services, sales, customer service, and customer relationship management. Both supply side and demand side functions must be coordinated to achieve effectiveness and efficiency. Consequently, SCM has two major roles: supply management and demand management. The physical function of a supply chain, supply management, is to convert raw materials into goods, and transport them from one point in the supply chain to the next point and ultimately to the consumer, managing the dimensions of time, cost, quality, and compliance. A market mediation function, demand management, is to ensure that the variety of goods and services reaching the marketplace matches what customers want to buy, how, when, and where they want to acquire them.